Hello, my name is Sarah Tyler. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm a member of the Mental Health Committee of the Safe Community Coalition in McLean, Virginia. And today I will be talking about how we can successfully engage with our children while staying at home during the time of coronavirus. So, first and foremost, as parents, we need to keep a pulse on our own emotions and worries. We need to know how to practice self-care and calm our minds. By knowing and practicing self-care, then we model for our kids of all ages. So for example, some ways that I might practice self-care as a parent would be to limit my news intake, whether that means putting my phone down and stop reading the news or not, or turning off the television, whatever the way I get it, I'm going to limit it. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to find a way to exercise, whether it's a treadmill or whether it's getting outside in the yard or going for a walk, even if it's with the kids. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to try to foster quality of sleep and for myself, and I'm also going to try to connect with a friend by FaceTime a couple times a week so I can kind of hear their perspective and laugh about life with the kids that are 24/7 driving me crazy. So just like on a flight, when we want to put our own oxygen on first as the parent and then help our children, we again want to model being calm and practicing self-care so that we can help ourselves be responsive rather than reactive with the kiddos. So, number 2, we want to be parents first. Let the teachers be the teachers. Let's not hyper-focus on academics right now. Let's go with the flow of what your child's school is offering, and let's let our kids know that it's going to be okay. That's going to be enough. And let's challenge kids and give them space and time to find something that they want to learn and explore on their own. And when we don't nag them and we don't get worked up, we might be surprised at what our kids actually will bring forward. So with that being said, education with a capital E is experiential learning. And being home in this time of coronavirus is a real life experience. And in 5 to 10 years, our kids are going to look back and they're going to remember 2020 really far more than other springs. The softball seasons are all going to blend together. They're not going to remember this exact one necessarily. So there's going to be lots of memories from this time at home, even though it's a stressful time. And there will be positives. And let's not have the kids only remember and recall that mom and dad freaked out because school was not in session and the kids might not learn enough academically. So, number 3. Look for opportunities to expand and stretch the life experience learning. What does this mean? It might mean not only dusting off the bike and going for a bike ride, but really pushing yourself with your own self-care to let your kids have a little bit more independence than they would normally have. There's less traffic. Maybe they can ride their bikes around the block while you are home, and maybe they'll feel really good about that accomplishment. What are other things the kids want to work on? Younger kids might want to get dressed themselves and wear whatever they want. Of course, their goal might be to get to the next level of Minecraft. Okay, let's go with that. That can be your goal for the next couple days. And then you can go back and say, okay, what's another goal? What's another goal that might be, you can make another one with the video game and another one outside of screens. What would another, what's something else you're willing to work on? I think the more say that you let them have, the more they'll be willing to own their goal and really work towards it. And again, these life experiences, maybe they could plant something and watch it grow. These life experiences are things that they'll feel good about and they'll remember. Number 4, be flexible and let the kids have a say in their routine. Some kids might want to sleep late and others might want to get up early. If you can let each child kind of figure out what's best for them and have them have the say, then that's going to make a difference. When do they want their screen time? When do they want to do their homework? The more you let them have a say, the easier of a time you're going to have in getting what you want them to do. Also with how do they want to help around the house? Let them have time to express their thoughts and ideas about how they want to pitch in, and they may come up with things that you never even thought of. So I think that number 5 is perhaps the most important and applies to 1 through 4 for sure. Listen to your kids. Ask questions and then listen more. An example of some questions that you might ask. You might ask at dinner, let's talk about highs and lows of today, or let's talk about highs and lows of being home this week, where everyone goes around the table, including the adults, and shares a